like that hat a lot. You took your pills?
I be trying not to take it, man. I be trying not to take it.
You trying to thug out pain?
Yeah, I be trying to thug out pain.
But like, who is it for? But like, who is it for?
Me thugging out the pain?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's like, at some point, I think you just live in it until it goes away. I really don't like ODing with pills.
I mean, I get that. Like, there's like a fear and like a stigma behind it. But if you're actually in pain, who are you trying to prove that to?
Let me ask you a serious question, right? Obviously, we starting the show, boom.
Are we? Okay. So, all right. Because I was really just
is this a man thing or is this a me thing?
I think this is a man thing.
It's not only a man thing.
No, I think it's a man thing because Drew will do the same shit.
But why? So what is it? Why am I doing that? So that's the question that I have. If you are in pain, you just pain it out. When do you stop taking the pills?
I don't thug shit out when it comes to pain and uncomfortability. Like, if I can take something to make that feeling go away, I'm going to take it.
But when do you stop? Do you wait for the pain to come back and then take it again, or do you just stay on the regimen like until the pills are gone? Like,
I mean, I don't know because I've never had surgery before, so I don't know what that's like. But like, if I can compare it to like menstrual cramps back when I used to have them, like, I used to know, I could wake up and know like, all right, my period is here, obviously. So I would take pills before I even felt the cramp because I don't want to feel that shit. I don't have nothing to prove to myself.
Melly, you saying you do the same thing?
Well, mine's a different reason because I've gotten to the point where I took so much pills that it doesn't do anything for me.
That's what happened to me with Tylenol.
I used to take Advil PM, like all of them. And then it just got to a point where it's just like, oh, nothing is working.
I think in my mind, I'm trying to act like this isn't happening. It's like I'm losing weight, bro. I'm not sleeping. Yo, I can't eat. Like, I'm kind of just trying to will myself through this shit. And I spoke to my cousin who's a nurse who actually had the same surgery I had. And she was like, yeah, you're going to lose a lot until about 6 weeks after the surgery and you start doing your physical therapy and your body wakes up and it's ready to go back to where it was before. But right now, your body's basically just
healing.
It's not trying to hear none of that.
It's kind of like after pregnancy. Like, you're not supposed to do nothing. You're supposed to just let your body... You went through something traumatic, so now your body has to readjust naturally, and it's not going to happen like that.
And then this one over here, Melly's yelling at me, oh, your arm is fucked, you're out, you're using it, you're doing this, you're doing that. I'm like, bro.
Like, he was literally on Instagram in his car, jumping up and down, like hitting the ceiling of the car, just flinging his arm. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, you just had surgery. And he's just shaking his body as if like he did not have surgery.
Right. Literally, it's like you go through that shock. Because I remember like right after I had Parker, I didn't realize the magnitude of the trauma that my body just went through. So I'm like, oh, all right, the baby out. So now I could get back to the hustling and bustling and being myself. And then I said, oh shit, no, I can't.
That's literally what happened when I went to the doctor last week to check on. You know, I had kind of been telling people what happened. But when he showed me, this nigga took my bicep off my shoulder, lifted up some shit, went in it, did a bunch of work in there, then closed and reattached. My arm is gone. I have no, right? Like, I went up, I remember Nay was in the bar, so I'm going up to link her or whatever, for whatever reason, just to go. And I get in there. And when I walk in, these two niggas was kind of hovering over her. So I kind of, excuse me, pardon me. And nigga, oh, here comes CIA, FBI, nigga. And right there, my arm went, like, I just wanted to, like, for some reason, because nigga, you can't even hold me. He's not, you
fucked up your arm so bad.
And I thought about it and I said, it's two of them. My arm is already fucked. And I just looked at them niggas and I swear to God, I just looked at them niggas like,
bruh.
I just slammed on the table. Them niggas like, just started talking to her again regular. After that, I was in there for about 5-6 minutes. Them niggas in their phone the whole time. Looking. I said, babe, let me go. I'm like, oh. And I just dipped out the car. I just dipped and left. When I left, he comes out. One of them comes out and is like standing there smoking cigarettes, see where I'm going and all that. Like, y'all niggas better stop playing with niggas, man. Because what if I decided I had to carry something because my arm is like this? Y'all niggas need to stop. And then you don't know what people going through. You don't know what type of aggression issues I got, whether my dog died. You don't know if the only thing I got is my right arm in life or my bitch. Stop playing with niggas. Duke. Because I would have flipped that nigga over the fucking bar, Dukes. And I feel like really, your girl really not going to love you until you beat a nigga up over her.
What? That's not true.
You told me that when Drew did that shit in the spot,
at that part,
and that shit changed the way it's not that she didn't know, but now she know.
Like I saw it.
You're not just gonna be violating in front of my nigga like that. But your girl will always try to protect you and keep you away from that shit. A good woman will always be like, nah. But there's this thing that when he does and them niggas get to,
it's sexy.
You niggas not just gonna disrespect me in front of mine like that. Nah. In any case, as far as the pills,
come on, tangent.
I also don't like being out of my mind. You know, I was smoking, doing all that shit, and I kind of lost sight of myself again. Remember, I'm addictive, so once that shit started happening, I was like, nah, I ain't doing nothing. Yeah, nothing. And so that's kind of where I am. You know,
I know, but it's like it's so fucking tough. Like Drew, his best friend growing up passed away from OD on some type of a pill, drug, whatever. I don't remember what it was. Like, not right now. So I understand his phobia of taking any type of medication because he's just like, yo, I lost my best friend like this. Like, I get that. So I get his differently, but then it's also like, my nigga, like, I see you and I see that you in pain and I know you could take this one little thing and you not uncomfortable no more. Like, and you just walking around like you, and then like, y'all be putting on a brave face. But niggas know that you hurt. Like, nigga, I know you. I could look like I know that you hurt. Every time you move, you say...
I don't like asking for help. I don't feel like most men like asking for help. I don't feel like most men like want to say, I am hurt. We don't want to say that. Like, and I think taking a pill, even if it's a pain medication pill, actually is like admitting for some reason that I'm not manly enough or something. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I just kind of power through.
No, I'm not powering through pain, bro.
You're the biggest babies. Like, literally. Like,
what's wrong with that?
And that's the crazy thing. Yo, that's it. Like, Drew would like literally like cuddle up, like curl up in my lap. Like, babe, can you rub me, scratch my back, da-da. And it's like, yo, my nigga, take a fucking pill.
That nigga's short.
Shut up.
Short shit. You probably do the same thing.
You do the same thing.
Different. You and I are different. But I don't do that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I'll be like, yo, scratch my back.
Like that? You gonna say it like that?
I don't
you gonna say it like
I'll be like, yo, scratch my back. Hey, yo.
So now you DMX.
You lying.
Bitch, scratch my back. Like, you're a liar.
I don't beg for a back scratch.
It's not a beg. It's a
Yo.
What's the right word? Because you want to say something stupid. Hold on, let me think about it. It is it's not a beg. It's like a. I don't know. I don't know. I know the word I want to say in my head, and I know how Tahoe gonna flip it, so I'm not gonna say that word. But it's like, it's cute, kind of. It's just like, oh, my baby's hurt.
Being a baby.
I do enjoy being taken care of. I'm gonna go into that after in a second when we talk about our resolutions, but. It was a nice weekend.
Yeah.
Right? It's Christmas weekend. I think Christmas Eve was Trap Karaoke? No. The day before, 23rd.
It was the day before Christmas Eve, yeah.
When did you think about this Trap Karaoke thing Mouse is doing out here?
I love it. It's so much fun. Like, no matter how many times I go to Trap Karaoke, I don't feel like I went to the same event. Like, it's always different. It's always like refreshing, and it's always fucking fun.
But that's trying to tell Melly. So I was telling Melly, we was trying to describe what Trap Karaoke is. She was like, but it's the same song. It's just karaoke. It's just like, okay.
It's not.
And I'm like, it's not that. It's the energy of the people that we're vibing to. There was a woman there, and shout out to her and her man. I wound up sitting down with them at Empanada Mama's afterwards.
Oh, okay.
That literally sang 2 verses of Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See by Busta Rhymes and knew the whole thing word for word. To the point where while she's doing it, Melly, Mouse and the DJ turn off the music. So she's a cappella. Every time I come to say it. And then when I get him on the beginning, what the fuck? How you know that whole shit? How do you know that whole shit? Then Mouse come up to her afterwards and is like, hold on. You knew that whole first verse? She's like, that's my shit. He was like, but can you do the second verse? My nigga, she wasn't prepared for that. She had to think about it for a second. She had to catch it. And then she caught it and went dead into it. And while she starts hitting it, they turn the music back on. And boom! Right the crowd went crazy. Ah! And
3,000 people.
3,000 people. I'm in there with a fucking cast. Going stupid.
Me and Tanae in the back, we like, like, no, son, we have fun.
We was back there dancing, drinking. This one here's arguing with fucking Wes. Don't act. You knew that was coming. Because why are you so violent? Huh? My nigga, she wanted to beat up a grown-ass man behind me.
Hello?
You can't.
Hello?
I'm in a cast. I can't stop it. Melly, I can't stop it. I keep telling yo, chill. She's literally one on me. I've lost a lot of weight. She's literally like, boop, like just like every time, scooting me out the way. I'm like, Daj, you gotta stop. She don't want to stop. What's wrong with you?
Huh?
Why, are you an aggressive type when you get drunk?
No.
I'm gonna ask you this again.
I'm a lover. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what you call that?
No, all right. See, because don't make me do this. Don't make me do this because we have to do this when Wesley is here.
Oh,
this is my problem. No, he's not coming here.
You literally make sure you threaten my life and his life.
He could come on the day I'm not here.
So then you have to have
here's the problem.
Now.
All right, so here's the thing. This is, y'all know my issues. Everybody listens to the show. Y'all know I have a problem. Y'all know what my problem is. I don't like people talking to me crazy in the internet. I don't fucking like it. I don't like it. Y'all all know this about me because I really feel like the shit that niggas say in the comments, they will never say in front of my face. So here's the problem with Wes. I've known Wes since I was in college. I've been out of college for a calm almost 15 years. Like, I'm an old bitch.
Now, let me just say, before y'all know, you're talking about Sucker Free West. He's been on Hard to Soft a lot.
Yes.
He's the nicest person on the show. He's
the nicest person in the world.
Love West. When you see him, he is. But, continue.
On the internet, he is a terrorist. He is an assassin. Okay. He's nasty. He's rude. He's mean. He's all of these things. And I've known this person since I was in college. So on the internet, he will talk crazy in the comments. I don't go outside like that no more. But then I see you outside, and the last time I spoke to you, you saying some wild shit to me on fucking Facebook. Of all the places in the world, you talking to me crazy. My family is on Facebook. You talking to me crazy on Facebook, and then you see me in person and was like, what up? Let me get a hug. How you doing? Bitch, don't fucking play with me.
So wait a minute. You don't troll people on the internet?
No. Who I troll on the internet? Absolutely not. Why the fuck would I?
You're not trolling me on the internet right now?
I'm trolling you on the internet right now?
You're not trolling me on the internet right now?
What are you talking about?
Yo, so last week on the show, I fucks with it. Yo, you don't like my shit. You don't.
That's in the DMs. That don't count.
Nigga, you're trolling me. You're literally purposely poking me. Nigga, everything else I post now, she's like it. She likes it. I say, I told my friend, right? I said, yo, I love my friend Trey. She's like, I love him too. You bitch, you don't even know that nigga.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I got a little crush on him. He's so cute.
She is. Look, Wes, he's so charming.
This is what I'm saying. In person. No, in person, son. Wes is so fucking fire in person. Yeah. But on the fucking internet, he is an animal. And I be wanting to fight. Y'all know I don't like people talking to me crazy on the internet. Like, you know, I have your number. Like, we used to be friends. Why are you talking to me like...
So if y'all used to be friends, then...
Fuck him.
You know him.
They still friends.
Fuck
They're just
him.
two both aggressive people that are crazy. And she's drinking, like she was drunk. Like they really took care of us. They really took care of us. Mouse, you did an amazing job with Trap. And hopefully I might get this cut up somehow if we can cut Wes out of it so they could do a little commercial. Trap Karaoke to me is the new tunnel. It is now the biggest party ever in America, and I think that it's gonna go crazy. Like I've been there almost every time it's been in New York, and each and every time I've had a different dopest night of my life.
And I've been in 3 cities.
And it's literally that way. And shout out to the cousins. Shout out to like y'all put on every time y'all do Trap Karaoke. If it comes to your town, please go. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for Mouse. Do it for you.
It's a cultural experience. This is what I was trying to explain to somebody. It's a cultural experience. If you grew up black in America, there is no way that you don't have you have like this visceral cultural experience with a bunch of strangers that you never new that you probably never see again, but then you realize that you have like the same interests. You realize that, you know, we all kind of grew up the same way. We can kind of finish each other's sentences with our colloquialisms and stuff. Like, it's fucking amazing.
And it's getting better. They're adding visuals and shit.
It's so black. It's so black. It's so authentically black. It's black enough. It's neutral enough that anybody will feel comfortable in that space, but it's black enough that niggas really get it.
Yeah.
Like, a white person can have fun, an Asian person, they can have fun. But it's like,
it's that thing.
It's kind of like, it's like church. It's like a hood trap church.
Yeah,
it's like Baptist. When you used to get like locked in the church on a Friday night, you had the lock-ins. So it's like wholesome, but it's also ratchet, but it's also cultural.
Nigga, I caught the Holy Spirit. When the motherfucking mouse pointed up to me, he's like, Tahoe, how you dance to this? I came up out my motherfucking cast. I start.
My nigga, I saw Cisco perform.
Yeah, Cisco.
I saw Cisco perform at Tribe Karaoke. I was singing Incomplete like at the top of my lungs because that is my fucking song. And his little ass came out and he did the dog song.
That's my song.
They did the fucking the Jodeci. Tell me what you want.
Come on, Mouse. How much more legendary do it get? You doing the Tell Me jump with Cisco on stage.
With Cisco.
You do Tell Me. And they do that often at Trap. It's like one of the things they do. But now you do it with Cisco.
It's black.
Come on, blood.
It's cultural.
You know what else
you
is
have
black?
you could divide a room and have a room of 3,000 people singing a song damn near a cappella, and everybody know the ad libs, so you're just fucking like orchestrating. This is not practice. This is just nigga shit.
It's good.
It's amazing. I will never not go. If there's ever one in New York, I will be there.
The most comfortable that I've been in a spot. Thank you to the hospitality of Mouse and the organizers. He had us up in the green room, had our own little private bathroom. You know what I mean?
Little balcony. What I said? Balcony.
Took a little dirty time in that bathroom real quick.
Ew. You took a shit in the bathroom?
Nah, man.
You know what he been doing ever since he broke his arm.
You nasty. I told you it was a shower in there.
Got butt ass in that motherfucker. Shower, everything. It's an amazing night.
So nasty.
Amazing night. I'm in the back. They singing. We in there.
I hate it.
It's so good. You see we came back, my clothes was all off and all that.
Nigga, you know how smack that was? I don't remember nothing. I don't remember most of it. I just remember having a fucking bowl.
So good. I would talk about that on Hard to Soft though. But yeah.
Nasty hoe.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Call my girl no hoe.
No, you. You're the nasty hoe.
She the one. She looked at me like, I was like,
I should have never told you I was showering.
Oh, baby. Once you said that, it was up.
I figured that I was the catalyst. Because I was like, yo, that bathroom, right? Because she was like, yo, where the bathroom? I'm like, it was a shower in there.
I was like, is that right? Is that, how was that disgusting?
That's actually really clean.
What? It was a private shower.
Nasty.
It wasn't like a mad shower. It was a locker room.
It was one bathroom. It was a nice shower too.
Wrong with her?
If my man was there, I probably would have done the same.
Exactly. Go in there real quick.
I had a little skirt on too. The shit would have been
one
lit.
time. Anyway, and we all right. Anyway, Christmas was also this weekend. Where y'all with this Christmas thing in 50-degree weather? Is it still Christmas? Like what is this?
I love this. This is my favorite type of Christmas, honestly, because then niggas could just like.
It still feels like
chill.
Christmas to you?
Yeah, it does.
I feel like without the jingle bells, I didn't hear jingle bell.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't see.
Doesn't it feel?
I feel like I didn't see candy canes. Do people still do candy canes?
Yep, it was candy canes on my mother-in-law tree.
Most I saw was the matching pajamas. Like Christmas is evolving into matching pajamas day.
And games.
That's what it is. It's matching pajamas day and games. That's what I see. The fucking cup tied around your waist, taped around your waist, and you trying to. You didn't see the swing the ball into the cup around your waist?
No, I saw the bowls on the table with the spatula and the serving bowl.
Yeah, it's
and all that. And then the head grabbed the cup. Yeah. But it's fun. Like, I feel like I remember Christmas growing up, and Christmas was always fun. But as an adult, it's a little bit more fun for me now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to buy any gifts?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You got money.
I don't, actually. I have nothing
less fun
right
for
now.
me now than it was as a kid. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the joy. and the pure like happiness. It's like raw happiness that I see like in my kids, and like
your
my
kids appreciate the gifts.
What do they? And what I love about my kids, the both of them, is they love to read. So of all of the gifts that they got, they were most excited about the books that they got. And the ELA teacher and me, like, that shit warms my heart, right? But the kids, like, they have such a fucking ball, like, and they deserve it. Like, these are like good kids, so they deserve all of the things, all of the attributes. Like, I love it. I love the family time, the bonding time, watching my daughter and her cousin just running around the house acting a tom fucking fool, like doing the wheelbarrow and shit. And then my daughter's boyfriend was at the house, and that shit was funny. And Andrew almost threw that nigga out the house. That shit was funny.
What did he do?
I think he said that Drew was bald or something like that. I mean, it's true, but it was just such a like a family. It's like a camaraderie. Yeah, like all of us, we were just there and we just had a fucking ball. I love Christmas now, man. You can't tell me shit about Christmas now.
I know.
My kids are.
It's amazing.
They have so much fun. Yeah. And like, we didn't tell them it was Christmas. They didn't know. They knew Christmas was coming up, but they didn't know Christmas was yesterday.
The little ones?
Yeah, the little ones. They didn't know. So then they woke up and was like, oh shit, today's Christmas? Like, yeah, nigga. And like the amount of toys that they got, and they want to open everything and play with everything. You know what stole the show? What stole the show this year were the books, Bop It, and Simon Says.
Bop It?
Yeah, they got Bop It's.
Oh.
And like everybody in the house is trying to like have the high score on Bop It, and that's really what it was. From the little kids.
Around.
Yeah. We got Bop It's. What that is?
So, I did actually receive a gift.
Only one?
For the Soul Shameless crew.
Oh.
From my mom. She gave us a plaque that says "So Shameless" with a wrench on it. It says, "I can fix anything except stupid."
This is, I love it. Fucking amazing.
I love it. I couldn't even believe it. That she came up with something so brilliant.
No, this is amazing.
It's brilliant. This is actually,
that could be on a shirt.
This is actually a shirt.
This
is actually probably going to be on new merch.
I can fix anything except stupid, because I really can't fix stupid, y'all. I be trying to tell y'all all the time that y'all are dumb, and I can't do nothing about that. And Tahoe like, oh, you the voice. I'm not the voice of, when you dumb.
You dumb.
You dumb, bro. I got nothing for stupidity. This is fire. Me and this earring.
I actually love it.
But yeah, everybody got their gifts, and it was a good time.
So shout out to my mom. We'll see if we can get this printed up for you guys. We've been looking for some great content ideas, some great merch ideas, and I think my mom nailed it. She nailed it with that.
She wrenched it.
Yeah. She wrenched that.
You know what I'm saying? So Christmas, you had some things that you wanted to speak about?
Yeah. What did you get for Christmas?
What did I get for Christmas? I got a bag, a man bag.
Okay.
And I can't really remember the other things off the top of the head.
You say you got a charger?
Yeah, wireless charger with my name engraved. I was like, oh, why would you engrave a wireless charger? But
yeah,
I think at this point, I got some underwear, huh?
Yeah, I heard you got a cat.
You got a cat?
I got a cat. Yeah, I got a cat in a box.
Huh?
We'll deal with that later. Don't even worry about it. But go ahead. What about you? Just listen. My mom is an interesting person. Okay, and me and we're doing our Christmas at a later date.
Okay, that's cute.
Because we have time to plan for it with everything else we're doing.
Okay, I get that. What'd you ask me? What I got?
You told me that you had something to discuss.
Yes, I did, because like every year on the holidays, niggas get weird.
Oh God, what happened?
And I just be tired of the weird shit. So I see this on Twitter, and it says, guys, my niece has been so naughty leading up to Christmas, pre the present opening. The child was too stunned to speak, and they wrapped up a brick and gave it to the baby.
Because she was a bad girl?
Because she was a bad girl.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
So going into like her thing, she was like, yo, like it was like that was like a gag gift. She actually did get gifts. So somebody says, her name is XM_mother. I lost a lot of birthdays and Christmases being a quote unquote naughty child. You have no idea the amount of trauma you've deposited in this child, telling her she's so bad she doesn't deserve a Christmas. Then she goes on to say, muting this because as usual, you archaic, mentally colonized, abusive fucks think children need to be traumatized to grow and learn. Because none of you have the patience to view a child as human beings, you opt into harmful parenting styles because you refuse to parent. With that being said.
You don't agree?
I don't fucking agree.
Which one?
I don't agree with discipline and accountability for behavior and behavioral practices being dubbed traumatic. Like,
no,
I'm not a beater, right? I'm not a hitter. But if you act a pure tomfool, there are things and consequences that are going to happen because you've been acting a plumb tomfool.
Okay,
I'm not going to beat you, but on Christmas, if you've been acting bad enough that niggas gotta rap gag you a brick, maybe you don't deserve a Christmas.
Do you think a child at 6 or 7 years old can understand and fathom why everybody else around them is being blessed and celebrated and they're being gagged a brick?
But it's
you think a child is able to say, connect that to something they did in the 2nd grade or 3 months ago, or the fact that they didn't do their homework, or the fact that they didn't go to wake up on time? Like, they not. This is something that
that's
brick
not
is something
bad.
They're not gonna remember being getting in trouble for not doing the homework. They're gonna remember getting that brick forever. And then if you even put it onto the beating, it is traumatic. And the only reason why for me traumatic, it isn't like I sit around and think I got beat. But it's traumatic because I now connect being hurt by the person that loves me with a loving style, and I then do it to my children. So that is, all of this is things that you're teaching this child.
But if you want to talk about like the origins or the whatever lie that they told us about Christmas, if you're bad, you're supposed to get a lump of coal. You're not supposed to get gifts. You're not supposed to celebrate bad behavior. So if you even want to take it back to the biblical reference, it's kind of on par.
It is.
So what is this?
Are we saying that we follow the Western society and the way that they choose to raise their children, the ways they used to culturally do things? Like,
I feel like if you're already celebrating Christmas, you're already buying into the bullshit. You're buying into the capitalism. You're buying into like this pagan festival that they've turned into.
Pagan
yes, because you turned into like this celebratory thing. Then you're trying to tell me that Jesus was born in this day, and we all know that he was not born in December. Like all of this. No, he was not fucking born in the middle of the winter.
Why?
No, I thought about that. In the winter? I was like, but they were in a different country.
But it's still cold in December in Jerusalem.
Yeah,
but they probably but they were in the desert. Weren't they in the desert?
Yeah, they're in the desert. But
so it's always cold in the desert.
It's always cold at night in the desert. Why is you in the desert?
So we don't know exactly when.
Wait, what are you talking about right now?
We're talking about the Bible.
They was walking through the 3 wise men. They was going to get some shit.
What they was going to get?
They was trying to deliver the gifts with the amber and the awning and all that other shit. The 3 things. Okay.
In the middle of the desert at night.
That's what the 3.
Where it was brick ass fuck outside.
They listen. They was travelers. You ain't see fucking Game of Thrones?
That shit make sense to y'all?
People do things in the cold. We live in New York. How dare you?
These niggas ain't have on fucking North Faces and constructs.
They had robes.
Y'all niggas are sick.
They have robes on top of robes.
Y'all are sick.
Robes on top. I'm not doing this with y'all. The fact of the matter is,
robes.
This is my issue. This is my underlying issue about all of it. I feel like nowadays we are using the word trauma
for everything
to stop us from child rearing in a not a better way, but like we're using trauma as an excuse to not hold our children accountable for their behaviors. We're using trauma as an excuse to not let children understand that there are consequences and repercussions to actions, to behaviors, and everybody is entitled. Like, you feel like it's Christmas, I'm entitled to these things because I'm here. But if you have not been showing and proving a good caliber or standard of behavior, your parents are not obligated to spend rent money to gift you things that you don't deserve.
I do agree with that.
Do I think that children should not get gifts on Christmas? If you celebrate Christmas, fine. I think everybody deserves a gift. But what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna pour into you like toys, bullshit. I'm gonna buy you books. You feel me? I'm gonna buy you clothes, things that you might possibly need. You're still gonna get something, but you're like, oh, I want a PS5, and you know, I want a Nintendo Switch, and I want the most expensive Jordans, and I want this, that. And I'm like, but you didn't earn that with your behavior. So you're gonna get something, but you're not gonna get the shit that you wanted, because the people that get things that they want is because of what they show during the year.
Here's the thing, and I agree with you on some level, on a really great level. But I also think that children have a smaller defense system at that young age. I remember being made to feel small by somebody. I remember, and I might have been 13, and we were at the dinner table. It was with Trum, his family, and some other member of the family, and he was like, "You don't know the stock market?" And I was like, I didn't know what the stock market was. And he was like, then why are you even talking to the rest of us? And the entire table laughed. And I remember that. I'm 48 to this day, everybody laughing at me. And I was still in my teens. What happens, the difference between not getting them the gifts that they want and making them the butt of a joke like that because of something that they did wrong, is just mean. And being mean to children in that way, especially in a way that's out loud in front of everybody else, to me can be extremely traumatizing.
But it's like, where does that end? Like, as human beings, we all have to go through a myriad of things. We have to learn how to navigate through disappointment. We have to learn how to navigate through embarrassment. We have to learn how to navigate through so many different things. And the reason why so many of these kids are not resilient is because they never had to navigate through these things. Like, you fucking have a competition and everybody gets a trophy. You never get to navigate how it is to lose at something and how to kind of regulate your emotions and behaviors to understand that not everybody's gonna win. Like, yesterday we were playing Candyland. Me, my niece, my daughter, and my sister-in-law were playing Candyman, and my niece got really upset because she lost. And I'm like, no. There are 4 players in this game. Only one person is going to win. So you're not going to win every time. But we can play again, and you might win next time.
See,
but we could play again. But what you're not going to do is, you're not going to sit here and be a sore loser. I'm not going to say, great job. No, nigga, you lost. And that's okay. It's okay to lose.
But that's different. We're talking about winning and losing, and then you're talking about gift giving. Like, you have to win in order for you to get a gift.
But he's talking about how getting that gag gift could be traumatizing, or like that sense of making somebody feel small or embarrassment can move through time. But you have to learn how to navigate embarrassment too.
Here's the thing for me, without trying to cut you off, and I realize I am doing it. I want to ask you this question. Are you a fan of telling a child that, to me, is in your care, that they do not deserve something, that they are not worthy of something?
It's not worthiness, right?
As compared to your behavior, you are not worthy of feeling like the other children. You do not deserve, because...
Deserve, yes. I do feel like, but that's also the educator in me. Somebody that also feels like it's important to incentivize children. And sometimes I feel like, to a point...
looked to be about 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say fuck her, but I'm just saying...
Is that little girl going to be able to decipher the difference between worth and deserving?
There's a conversation to be had, right? Because... one, and this is the thing that I don't like about social media that I feel like everybody doesn't understand yet. we all constantly post things, especially if we're like not of celebrity status. We post things not with the connotation that things are going to go viral.
Right.
Sometimes we post things and then shit goes viral and we're like, fuck, I had no idea this was gonna, like, I was just posting this shit for shits and giggles to the people on my timeline, and then it takes off, right? So I don't think that within that level of embarrassment, like, oh, you did this gag gift and then you put it on the internet for everybody, it's like, not too much, because I don't think that you did that with the understanding like, oh, this is gonna go viral, it's gonna be on the Shade Room in the morning. I don't, if you're not celebrity, you're like, my impact is not that big enough, and then we kind of undermine the value of the internet and how things can turn into wildfire, right? But with that being said, giving a child a brick for Christmas and having the conversation of your behavior for the last couple of months, itemizing it, is the reason why we're here, because if you do not show good behavior and character, you do not deserve toys and things to play with. That is a conversation to be had. And I think that is an important conversation to be had. Gag gift or not, because you don't deserve it. It's not tied to your worth as a child, right? You're not I'm not saying that you're not worthy, but that ties into the conversation. I love you. Like, you are worthy of love. You're worthy to be here. You're worthy to celebrate and fellowship, but you don't deserve these things because of this. And it should be a conversation up into a point. Like, I watch parents all the time be like, their kids is bad as shit. Oh, I just bought all this stuff for Christmas. I ain't gonna give it to them. I'm gonna take all of it back. And on Christmas morning, they still give it to them. And then you're trying to understand why behaviors are not changing. Do you think you're trying to understand? I do. I think that if you have a sense of feeling embarrassment or feeling like, damn, there are consequences to my behaviors. Damn, I have been wilding for the last couple of months. I never want to feel like this again. Maybe I should start changing my behavior. I think that is a tactic or a tool.
They don't understand that. I don't think they understand that mentally. To like put 2 and 2 together. Like, okay, I didn't receive no gifts during Christmas. All right, I'm going to be good for the rest. I feel like with kids, it doesn't work that way. And 2 things I wanted to mention is that, okay, why are they doing this? Like, oh, you were bad for like a couple of months.
See, I wouldn't even say bad. I don't like calling kids bad.
Or doing whatever you were doing that wasn't like putting you on the nice list. Why don't you guys deal with that at the moment and bringing it all the way into the holidays? Like, okay, well, you were bad, or you did this, you did that for like a couple of months. You don't get a gift. Like, let's deal with what happened at the moment and then move on, and not keep on dragging it all the way to the holidays. Like, okay, you're bad. And then another thing is, why is that child doing something wrong, or that child quote unquote bad? Like, you had to really get down.
Obviously, we know it's deeper than just on the surface, but I do think that the reason why so many of these kids in this generation that's coming up are so bad is because there's no discipline, right?
There's none.
A lot of parents, you want to do gentle parenting. Gentle parenting works with gentle kids. There should be a balance between the two, between old school and new school. You got to have something in there, right?
What's the opposite of gentle parenting?
I guess abuse. That's what they call it. Trauma. That's what they call it on the internet. Trauma and abuse.
Some children, because if that is it on the scale, because I would think that abuse wouldn't be on the scale. So what is the alternative in a healthy way?
I feel like everything is abuse. According to the internet, everything is abuse and trauma. And that's not fair. Like, you're not allowed to hit your kids, which, again, I'm pussy. I can't hit mine. I can't, personally. I'll cry with you. I don't got the time for that.
I did my daughter once, and I dang gonna hold you. I knew that day what this is gonna hurt me more.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you type. Like, I can't. Like, I'm not a hitter like that when it comes to my kid. But I will have deep conversations with her, and I do give probably consequences that might be a little bit harsh. Like, I took Parker's toys away from her for months. Like, I deadass forgot to give them shits back.
Did she change her behavior?
Yes. Like, took her toys away and also restructured and recalibrated some things as far as like boundaries and some of her freedoms are controlled.
Again, if I may, Melly, very quickly, if I may, because being on social media, you get this I'm offended, I'm righteous thought process. Like, oh, that's not right, right? But not giving them what they want, or just give them a teachable moment. Is it really that bad?
Is it really that bad? Like, is that really that trauma inducing?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like I'm thinking about it, but I like I said, can remember times when my mom singled me out in front of people or denied me some shit. I'm not sure how much I carried it going forward. I'm not sure if you can really quantify what is gonna traumatize them and what isn't. I don't know if you know.
And then people are like, and that's when you're imposing your own thoughts and feelings from the things that you went through in childhood, and you're putting it on other people's children. You don't know this kid from Adam. You don't know if this is the thing that's gonna traumatize her. You don't know if she's already been through worse or seen better or whatever the case may be. You don't know if she's a kid that take a joke like ha ha ha, so where's my real gift, mommy? Like, you don't know these people, and people like to throw their own shit on it.
Trum isn't here today. Do you think that Trum, under any circumstance, would gift his child a brick? Under any circumstance?
No, definitely not Trum.
Why? What's the difference?
Because he would give up his first class seat for her.
Yeah.
All right, but would he also get the child a PS5 if the child is being bad?
I think so.
Oh man! Well, I wish he was here for this conversation.
Yeah,
I don't think he would do that either, because Trump's not spending $500 on a gift. Period.
Because you have to also understand that bad is subjective, and Trum is not a person that holds grudges. Like, he moves on. Like, I'm still mad at Parker from 4 months ago for some shit that she did.
Really?
I am.
Like, I am. The problem.
And I understand that, but I would never like. I know that she's a great kid, but I'm still mad at that point, because I'm trying to understand as a parent how to teach my child about empathy and not being selfish, because the act of what she did showed that she had no regard for me. And if you don't have no regard for your mother, that's dangerous, right? So you don't have any regard for me, and you're selfish. They don't, because I feel like they don't.
They do.
No, they don't. People,
come on now.
I'm gonna tell you how I know.
How old?
It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you how I know.
What?
I'm going to tell you how I know, and this is a fact. And this is something that I learned from teaching. This is a fact. And y'all could hurt y'all feelings if y'all want to and go play this game with y'all kids. Ask children why they love their parents. It always comes in service.
They give me.
Because they take care of me.
My mommy cooks for me. My daddy picks me up. They do not see their parents as human beings, as individuals. And that's on the parent. I constantly try my best to humanize myself with my child, because I don't want her to think that I'm some fucking superhero robot. No. Absolutely not. Even yesterday at Christmas.
You smoking the shit out this.
Yesterday at Christmas, Parker.
Kids in the pack. She's like, you smoking the shit out the room. I can't even do nothing now. I'm just going to inhale the fucking aroma. Go ahead.
No, yesterday, Parker, she's very emotional, and she's very like affectionate. So sometimes it gets overbearing for me, because I also suffer from like anxiety and a mood disorder. So like I get overstimulated. So I have been actively teaching my daughter about boundaries and like, listen, not right now, mommy needs a break. And she'll catch an attitude, but she's starting to understand. So she said to me, I said, Parker, please get off of me. Like, you're on me too much. There's so many other people here. Please, you gotta leave mommy alone for a minute. And she's like, you need a break? You need time to yourself? And I said, yeah, baby, I need time to myself. She's like, all right. And she like stomped off and went upstairs to like my daughter's section of the apartment. But she understood. So she was mad, but she gets it, because I'm trying to humanize myself with my child. Another thing that she does, she likes to ask me 1,000 questions. Because I'm mommy. Mommy's supposed to know all the answers. I tell her from now, I don't have all the answers, ma'am. Don't look for me for all I can tell you what I know. And there are a lot of things that I don't know. Like, we'll be walking down the street and she'll see something like, mommy, where did that car come from? Where did mommy just come from? Well, we just came from the house. Do you know where that car came from? No. So why would I? I don't know either. We both sit here confused.
You a step away from being that mom that.
What?
Because you could easily say that car is probably going about their business.
You want me to make shit? I'm not. No, I'm not making shit up.
It's the way that you're.
No, I'm not making shit up.
You're literally like, I don't leave me the fuck alone.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't leave me the fuck alone.
Get the fuck out of here. Go fuck with somebody else. No, I don't know what the fuck. Why are you asking me questions I don't know? Like,
don't ask me questions assuming that because I'm mommy, I have all the answers. I want to be a human in my daughter's eyes. Mm-hmm. I'm not a robot.
That you can speak. There's a way that you can do it.
Yeah.
You're literally like, you're getting on my fucking nerves.
No, it's not. That's how you're taking it. That's how you're perceiving it.
And I'm 50.
Yes.
She's going to take it.
But no, Parker. Parker is...
Pisces. Like me.
She's a Pisces, but
she's
she
still
also
young. She's still little.
She see, and that's the thing. Like y'all be underestimating children because sometimes. She's smart. She's emotionally intelligent.
Yes.
She wears her emotions on her sleeve. If she's upset, you will know she's upset. And most of the time, she's perfectly fine. She's like, "Oh, you don't know, mommy? No. All right, so I'm gonna ask somebody else." Yes, that's what I want you to do.
But with the part when you mentioned that you told her that you want her to, go somewhere else because of your feelings or whatever.
No, I didn't tell her to move. I just told her don't touch me.
But she got upset.
Yeah.
Even though you told her
she understood. Yeah.
She understood, but if
I don't give a fuck.
If she really 100% understood, she would have not gotten upset.
See, but she's also 4, so we have to get her to that point. Exactly. But she understands cognitively, mommy needs time to herself.
And so
I am not your plaything, right?
Going back to saying that the kids don't really love their parents because they just love them because of what they do for them.
It's an act of service.
That's what they know. The parents don't sit there and talk to them and be like, expressing how they feel.
That's why you have to do that. It's important to do.
So you saying that they don't love their parents, that's just how it is. Like they don't give a fuck.
No, we didn't say love. We said we don't give a fuck about them.
They don't give a fuck about us.
They don't give a fuck about you as a human being until you're an adult.
Then they understand
and then they start getting it.
They get it differently. As a kid, everything is self-serving. Everything is self-serving. Yes. They give 2 shits about how they get fed. They give 2 shits about how to get any of the things they get. They just need it. They need it now. You got to get it. And no matter how hard, you could be sweating, bleeding, whatever. When you give it to them, they can be like, "Thank you."
Yep.
Like, yo, you're bleeding.
They don't
be like,
care.
"Oh, you're tired." They be like, "Thank you," and they're gonna go running off, and you gotta
mommy.
So you could keep parenting and have the food on the table by 6.
Right, mommy, you look crazy. Why your eyes so puffy? Are you okay? Can I get a sandwich though? They don't give a fuck about you as a human being. There is no humanity in parenting. They say this is mommy, this is daddy. They have all the answers. They're gonna do all the things. Fuck out
You're
of here.
supposed to.
Well, yeah, I thought you
gotta teach boundaries.
You don't love me.
Yeah.
If you don't do the things that I want right now, you don't love me.
We didn't say love. We said they don't give a fuck about you. Absolutely. That's what I think. I think you're missing it, and I think you're also understanding it from the guise of the fact that you're an adult now. Children. I know children. My life is surrounded by children.
I got too many.
I listen to the way they talk about their parents, and I ask them and I challenge them. What do you love so much about your parents? They buy me this and they do this for me. Okay, who is your mother as a person?
Don't even know. They didn't even know you were.
Who is your dad as a person?
Talk that.
Might not even know your real name.
That's not their fault. I didn't say it was their fault. We just said they don't give a fuck. But I'm going to teach mine to give a fuck because I am a human with a multitude of emotions and all of these different things. And I am not going to allow myself to be shut down and overstimulated and be a bad parent because I don't have boundaries with my kid. That's bullshit.
And Trav, just because I don't have kids doesn't mean I don't understand. Like Daj said, I'm just thinking of more of an adult.
Don't be talking to Trav. Okay, look, let's move the fuck on. And I think Daj, there was some peaks and valleys there in this argument. But I think I understand the overall concept. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of peaks and valleys, we are going into a new year. This year has been, I don't want to say traumatized. This year has been a lot for me. Yeah. But I am here and I am somewhat whole and I am happy. One thing I want to say before we get into if you guys have any resolutions or any things that you might want to work on for next year, I would like to say that remember that to every valley, I believe, is at least 2 hills connected. Mm. most times in those valleys, you learn things. You just, the valleys on life are the things that teach you shit. It's not the hills. And on the other side of that hill is gonna be a fucking valley. That's always the way of life, bro. If this year kicked your ass, the next year gotta be a hill, right? Or shit, maybe it's 220, maybe it's 25. Maybe you go down a little lower next year just to just to sink it in. But you will reach the hill.
Yeah, you will.
It's all in your perspective. It's all in the way you fucking see the things that's happening. You remember, it's never what happens to you. It's how you deal with it. It's how you process it. It's how you react. You know what I'm saying? So let's leave the bullshit behind in 2023.
Hello.
And make room for positivity. Let's make room for growth. You know what I'm saying? Let's intentionally attack the things about ourselves that we know aren't the best. You know what I mean? And me personally, I'm going to be the first one to take that and move that. You know what I'm saying? Rock or boulder, whatever it is, myself. I have things I know I need to work on, and I'm desperately I'm really excited to work on those things this year. You know what I'm saying? Having that mirror, having that soul mirror, and be able to look and see yourself and say, I don't like that. That's important. You know, when I said to Cassandra, I said, I can't hear myself. That shit was a fucking wake-up call for me. When I did not know who I was or what I was doing. That was a wake-up call for me. And I just hope that each of you take the time to take stock in who you are, how you affect yourself, the people around you, and say, do you like that? And take steps to fix it if you don't. But I want to go around the room. Do you guys have anything like that? Do you guys have any things you might want to work on for 2024? Yeah? Nothing that y'all want to share?
Oh, I don't know. Melly clicked, so I thought she was ready to go first.
No, I was clicking to you.
Oh.
You was going first.
Yeah. This year fucking sucked.
It was a lot this year. It was a lot.
This year was bad mentally for me. Probably one of the lowest mental years I've had in a while, to the point that I had to get on my little white pill because I was fucking spiraling. But what I did learn and what I'm moving forward with in the new year is taking better care of myself. Because I don't.
Tell me about it.
I always prioritize everything and everybody. I'm prioritizing family. I'm prioritizing work, and you know, I want to make sure that I find spots of joy for myself. Excuse me.
That's how you belch on a fucking show. Trum, take note. The fuck.
Also, my fiscal responsibility has been a challenge. So keeping up with my finances is something that I'm moving forward into the new year, and trying to figure out, I'm going to actually start planning my wedding in January. Every month I have something that I'm going to do. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm staying organized, fiscally responsible, and also carving out that me time that I so desperately need. Like, Parker's getting older now, so I feel like I can start getting back into Daj again. She's 5.
Yeah.
Like, now that she's about to be 5, like, I did it.
She's different. She's a person now.
Yo, she's a whole person.
Yeah,
like,
she's a person.
And she's freaking awesome, man.
I would love to see you get back to Daj. I like seeing you outside. Man, one thing about Trap, and I was telling Tanae, I loved seeing her being embraced by my friends. Even though y'all way of loving her is telling her how ain't shit I am, or how miserable I was without her and everything. I love seeing y'all two-step together and hug each other.
It's my baby.
And fucking Mouse went up to her and gave her the longest hug, and he was like, "Welcome back, T." And I was just like, that shit felt so fucking good. Watching my friends show, you know, this type of love and family aspect. I'm gonna get into mine in a second, but Melly, what you got?
Let's see. I would like to get back to my my original self. I feel as if like I haven't been myself for years, and this year I want to try to like to push myself to just be more social and be more happy. Even though I know it's not that easy just saying it, because it's just like you said, like life is hard. Like it's not easy at all.
Am I supposed to do the snapping thing, or is that a woman thing?
You can snap. Everybody snaps.
I can't even snap. I don't think. Like, go ahead.
So it's just trying to just get back to my lively, happy, jovial.
I'd like to support that, however I can. You know, I know you're up here. Melly moved up here to do this shit, man, and doesn't really have this social circle here, and I realize that. So, however I can support, I would love to help you do that. I want to see you happy. I want to see you smiling. So I'm glad that you recognize that. That's fire. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think that my thing going forward is reconnecting with family, being more family oriented, and being open to love and to be loved. I think that for a large part of my life, I like being the villain and I push people away. And I think I like being like isolated, even though I might complain, y'all ain't I don't really actively pour into friendships, you know what I'm saying? Or pour into my even my mom. Like for the last couple of months, I've been coming in the house and I'll go into her space and I'll give her a hug and I'll give her a kiss. And me and my mom's never did that, like for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of when I started realizing I wanted to be back in a relationship, when I made myself open for love and openly be intimate. I think, the relationship with your mom obviously has a lot to do with how you deal with other people. But me saying this is who I wanted to be, it started showing up in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So I would call, out of nowhere, a cousin that I haven't spoken to forever. And I just be like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Or reached out to one of my friends. Shout out to my boy Dwayne that I went to high school with, and his dad passed. I haven't spoken to Dwayne in 25 years. I haven't spoken to Dwayne in years. I haven't spoken since damn near high school. And I reached out to him on Facebook, and I was like, bro, I loved your dad. I love you. I miss you. I haven't seen you in years. And this is right after his dad passed. And he called me maybe 3 or 4 days later. And he was like, bro, out of everybody that's wished me anything, I was not expecting to hear from you. And that shit made my day, bro. Like the fact that I know you're busy and you're doing all these things, and the fact that you took time out. And I was like, yo, I'm still me, bro. Yeah. I'm not that Tahoe. That's like, that's a small part. Like I'm still me, and I still love you. And I remember your dad and standing up, and he's like, yo, you don't understand how much that grounded me. You hit me. Like that kind of made it okay. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I've been starving my relationships for so long, waiting for people to come pour into me, but I haven't done it. Yeah. I have not reached out. I have not shown up to birthdays. I have not made myself available to be loved or to really love. And I think for the New Year's, I want to do way more of that. So that's my thing. And, for the rest of y'all, I'm only doing one resolution. I normally don't do resolutions. But I think it's something that I've been wanting to do. I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Actively showing up for love and intimacy and friendship and relationships and just being there supportive. Instead of always worried about my own shit, worried about what people do for me, I've decided, to show up for others. You know what I mean? And I challenge you, if you're listening to the show, what's one thing? I ain't talking about going to the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that gym shit.
I ain't talking about not going to the gym either.
I'm not going.
I can't wait to get back in the fucking gym,
Fuck
bro.
that
My
shit.
whole left side.
That place stinks. Smell like butt.
It does.
I fucking hate the gym, yo. And I'm so sensitive to smells and like people.
Oh, girl,
Ew.
you just don't.
So
girl,
nasty.
You just don't want to sweat. And I
don't like to sweat.
I want to sweat.
You can exercise at home.
That's laziness. It's not happening. But what I was saying before we derail and go somewhere else, because we do have one or two other topics to talk about. One thing about you, one resolution about you that you could actively focus on and say, yo, you know what? I might want to work on this. You know what I mean? Take the time and let us know at So Shameless Pod on Instagram or on Twitter. What's one thing from New Year's that you want to work on? I do have a bunch of different topics to talk about today. We actually have a guest coming for the second part of the show. I implore you, if you normally only listen to the first part of the show, my cousin is coming here to speak to us about some things about life today, and we'll be here available for the second episode. But do you want to hear some of the shit that's been going on the internet lately?
Tell me.
Did you see this thing with Simone Biles?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see this?
No, I didn't. You know I don't press play on videos. I don't. But I saw the outpour, right, the aftermath.
Right.
So now, I don't know.
So Simone Biles' husband, and I don't even know what the hell the guy's name is, but his name, he's like a football player or some shit.
It's like a Green Bay Packer, right? He's a Packer.
Leon, I don't know what his name is.
His name is Leon?
See? Mr. Biles.
Mr. Biles is on one of those shows, is on the podcast. I don't be knowing everybody. I should know these people. By the way, this is part of my argument with this, is that I see these guys every fucking week, and I don't know their names. If somebody said, hey, this guy's over there, I'd be like,
they used to be NFL players.
And they all are famous. These guys are people, millionaires. And they're on our show. They're on our screens every week. They were on. I've
watched like 3 episodes of their show and still don't remember the name of it.
So I don't know these guys, and that goes into my argument as to why I kind of don't understand what's going on in the internet. But let's hear what was said, and maybe you guys can help me work through this.
Okay. We didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. We're in camp for a couple of days, man, and it's like she pops up, and I'm like, let me see what this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so. It piqued my curiosity.
Now, hold on. We're talking about how he met his now wife, who is an Olympic gold medalist.
But he said he didn't really.
Simone Biles. Now, this is how he said he met his wife.
So I'm like, okay, I see what's up. I swiped her, and it said we matched. So I'm just like, okay, so I'm going to see what's up. So I go do my workout, and I come back, and I get I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app, like, hey, you know what I mean? And man, that's up, man. This gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August, so I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched,
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
These niggas ain't believing shit. And the reason why that was important is because the people he's speaking to in this room realize that he's speaking about, as Annie in the chat says, the most decorated Olympic athlete in the world is who he's speaking about.
Yes.
Huh? Sorry. That's who he's speaking about. So the guys in the room are like, you knew. So she had a bunch of followers, but you didn't know who she was. Okay. Yeah. Let's finish.
I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday. And we were texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did, though.
Is what you're saying.
Because I was fighting it. So
in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying.
At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this is my 3rd year. I'm trying to. I'm like, it's kind of early. But like I said, man, it happened when you least expected, and we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. We just laughed the whole night.
Hold up.
So what the fuck are people mad about?
Because people don't believe that he didn't know about her because she was so popular, I guess, at that time. Like, everyone knew who Simone Biles was. And so everybody is upset because it's like you're lying.
That he hates her. He's trying to bring her down.
Crazy
that he is celebrating the fact that she drove 45 minutes to him. That she is not the prize in the relationship. So they're saying that he's basically trying to humble her with this admission. And I'm like, your face.
And this is why I never listened to it. This is why, like, I have to turn the noise off, because if I would have listened to all of and just like ran with all of these think pieces that I have read.
Nigga, have you seen the think piece?
I don't see the problem here.
They even pulled up an old tweet that had nothing to do with
old tweet when he said something about watching gymnastics, and it wasn't even the same year that she was doing No, what is... Nah, son, no.
It has gotten to the point...
No. No.
I can fix anything except stupid.
No, because what
Can that be the title of this week's episode? I can fix anything except...
No, now I'm mad.
Stupid.
Now I'm mad. And this is the shit that makes me want to go on the internet now and start yelling at people and be like, yo, what is wrong with y'all? Are y'all okay?
No.
He said he didn't know who the fuck she was.
But they're like, she's the most decorated Olympic athlete in the world.
All right, so you might know the name, but the face. Simone Biles can walk past me in the street tomorrow and I'm not going to identify that's Simone Biles. Like, and then when you say Simone Biles and you say gymnast, you're like, oh yeah, because she be in there doing like 356 somersaults in the air. All right, okay, cool, that's fire. But just like how I don't know who the fuck he is, I don't know who mad people are that are famous. Yeah. Like, that doesn't mean anything.
Do you think that by him saying like, oh, I'm the prize, that there is a...
He didn't say the prize, he said the catch. And he technically was the catch because she technically bagged him. Mm-hmm. She caught that nigga. I don't think that he meant it like...
He didn't being aggressive about it too.
Yeah, like he didn't say I'm the prize. He said I'm the catch.
Well, I think he said he believes all men are the prize. I believe that's what
he said. The catch.
Okay.
He said the catch. Tell me if I'm wrong though. I don't know.
There was more to the interview though.
But I feel like if she slid in your DMs first,
about 45 minutes to me. Yeah. Then the rest is history, man.
So you was really the catch.
You was the catch.
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say
because I don't think that he meant it. He didn't say prize, and I don't like the fact that everybody's trying to make it seem like he said prize because the way that I am interpreting the way he said the catch is men are always the catch in the sense that it takes a woman sometimes to lock a nigga down. Like, you gotta catch that nigga because he already said, like, you know, I'm in my 3rd year, you know, I wasn't really trying to be settled down. I wanted to bip and bop. He was like, but she caught me. She was just like, nah, this is where I'm at.
That nigga said, yo, it's my 3rd year, bro. I'm outside. I'm getting it. I'm lit right now. I'm not ready for this.
And he's being honest.
You know what? Fuck it.
But fuck it.
We locked in.
What's wrong with that? What is wrong with...
I will say this, that the internet has done a lot, and if you're not on the internet very much, God bless you. You know, I wish that I was you.
Yeah.
Because the way that they started going at Simone Biles even led some to say, I saw this tweet right here, the worst part about this Simone Biles, this is from @Whitney's daughter, no E, Whitley's daughter, says, the worst part about this Simone Biles thing is it's proof that y'all are really full of shit with that whole protect black women thing. What? Y'all went from bashing her husband to dragging her, yet totally ignore the fact that this young lady had an addict mom, years in foster care, raised by grandparents, ADHD, and sexually assaulted by a doctor who violated numerous young women. She's dealt with a lot, yet has accomplished more than most people and represent her country very well. So well that people were upset she decided to take a mental health break. Y'all got on those people, yet are now dragging her more than they ever did simply because of the man that she married. Y'all go to bat for actual awful celebrities, but turn around and bash nice women like her and Hallie because you think their choice in men isn't good enough.
Meanwhile, they're doing better than you, Meanwhile, like, what are we talking about?
I'm talking to a lady.
Letting your bitterness exude through
like,
your pores.
You don't know them.
I'm like, these people, you talking about this woman's husband, and she's in the room
smiling,
beaming,
yes,
happy,
happily, and married already. We ain't talking about the marriages where once you marry, you don't have no more sex, and the love is blah, blah, blah. This woman is obviously head over heels in love for this man.
That she's being abused or whatever. That she's like, people are saying crazy things because she's so happy that, oh yeah, she's being used, or that she doesn't realize what's going on in her relationship and stuff like that.
I said, Miss, you're talking to me about this, and I would assume that you and I are both single and have not had a successful relationship as of yet. But we're talking about this married couple that are together during this interview. She's right there, happy as fuck. What the fuck is me and you talking about?
And what is it? And I would assume that if he's telling this story inaccurately, that she would interject like, nah, that's not what happened. It seems like everything that he's saying is factual. What is it that we're upset about? And what is it like, what do you bitches want?
And this is not like the same situation as what's his name, Jackson, the one that had
Keke Palmer baby father.
No, the one that was giving relationship advice.
And, Derek Jackson.
Yes, it's not like that situation because it was different. For her, she was literally like smiling, like she was happy.
That's the
like
shit
you
that
didn't
fucked me
see nothing about being abused or doing things that she's not aware of. Like she knew exactly what he was going to say, because she knew exactly what happened. And
she knew exactly
So I feel like, but the thing is, I think when the other guy in the interview, when he made that face, I feel like people were probably looking like, okay, he knows that he's lying.
But it's not lying. It's the same thing as when we do cap or no cap. Like there are things that happen and people have different perspectives and memories of things. Even on this show, me and Tahoe will talk about something and Tahoe will give me a face like, bitch, you know that you did. I'm like, nah, that really wasn't where my head was at. My head was really here. You have your perception of what that situation was, and I'm telling you my truth from my POV. There's nothing wrong with that. I really think...
Ciao.
And this is why I don't know what the fuck be going on the internet, because it's just a cesspool of misery. It's a cesspool of misery. Y'all are fucking horrible people. And y'all and then en masse. It's not one person.
It's like,
it's
this is the
mad
thing.
of y'all.
Thousands.
It's thousands of y'all. And y'all sitting here and y'all bashing this young black married couple. For what? Because you don't like the origin story of their relationship that none of us was there for?
I feel the same way about Cardi and Offset, to be honest.
That'd be so crazy if something comes back and...
Y'all make it... Listen, I'm going to say it, and y'all not going to like it, and I don't care. What? Y'all went crazy against this man.
Who?
Because Cardi went online and did all this, oh, we're single, we're broken up. And the next thing you know, oh, he's cheating. He was with the bitch Jade.
And she wasn't even there.
And she wasn't even there, bro.
Nah, she was there. It was in the same spot.
At the same time?
Not at the same time.
That's not the point. You got to be careful, nigga.
Why?
Be careful.
And see, this is my problem.
I'm joking. You know I'm joking. You know I'm joking.
This is my problem. Because they still holding this man in contempt. And y'all still acting like y'all know what the fuck going on.
Like,
when in all reality, y'all my fave. Cardi is my fave. Right behind Drake. She's my fave.
Same.
Or Rihanna.
Went online. Rihanna's not a singer no more. She's just another person, pregnant bitch now. She's just another chick with babies. That's it now. She ruined it.
Oh my god.
Pardon me, no bitch. Love you, Rihanna, but you're just another chick with babies now. You're a rich baby.
Wow, unfollow his ass.
Yeah, right. She thinks she's gonna unfollow me. I don't care. You don't say no more. Doesn't matter. I'm not influence. Anyway, no, I'm lying. Don't unfollow me.
I told you that lady don't know she follow you.
I'm fine with that. So that's not called. They're gonna be atting her in the chat. They're gonna, bad girl, wait, bad girl, unfollow. He said you're irrelevant. You just a bitch with kids. Whatever. In any case, she made her business hours during a time when she was going through some shit. We did not deserve that. And y'all are demonizing this nigga. You don't know what the fuck going on. I'm gonna tell you right now. She already said that she's not the most secure. She's going through some shit. She dropped that bullshit bongo song. I'm sure they pushed her fucking release date to the fucking millennium, to the next millennium, because that bongo shit was trash.
I like that shit.
I like the beat.
That shit was trash. Nobody. What DJ's playing that?
I don't go outside. I don't know.
Nobody's playing that nonsense.
In the house?
Huh? You're playing bongo? We've never played that.
Shaking my ass.
Actually, I only listened to it one time.
Well, I need to get off these celebrities' dicks, is what I'm saying.
I told you.
Y'all don't know these fucking
We cannot
people.
idolize
Y'all
any of these people. Leave all these people alone.
Do y'all not think that Cardi might have lost her shit one day and Offset left? It could happen. I'm not saying that he didn't do what he did, but y'all don't know. We don't know.
Where was he on Christmas?
Right with his family.
Right there.
Where he belonged.
He what?
Yes.
Yep. Exactly.
Opening gifts with his children.
And his fucking cheek. Offset, you fool ass nigga. You put a diamond in your cheek. You rich niggas just too fucking rich. All right. I have a million topics to talk about, but we only really have time for one or two. The first one, I don't know which one to do. There's abuse, there's child support, there's the doctor who says women do too much.
I don't want to talk about Dr. Jackie.
You saw that? Okay.
I don't want to talk about Dr. Jackie.
Let's listen to this child support thing.
Okay.
Somebody said, so you'll never put your baby daddy on child support? And the answer is no. Let me tell you why. I'll never put my baby father on child support because I have to deal with this man for eternity, okay? It's not just 18 years. Like, life doesn't just stop at that. No. Until I'm gone, he's gone, or the baby's gone, we have to communicate because I believe in family. So until one of those things happen, that man needs to be your friend. Now, I'm not saying you got to sleep with him or you still got to be with him or you got to follow his direction. No, but it pays to build a friendship with that man. And you can't build a friendship when you get the courts involved to put him on child support to make these small ass payments because you're low key living off the payments. And some women aren't. They really support the child with the payments. But for the ones that don't, they collect the child support to be spiteful and to, try to help maintain their life. I'm not built for that, okay? I would rather just work a little bit harder and deal with the headache of having to work a little bit harder or go a little bit harder than to put my baby daddy on child support. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting my baby father on child support. We need to be friends. And if you don't want to be here, if you don't want to be present, I'm not going to force you to be present. You don't want to be here? Well, shit, I don't either. I catch red flags real quick. So if I felt like at any point during the pregnancy or prior to you were giving me, you don't want the baby vibes, I'm pro-choice. So we can, no problem. I don't believe in the soul of the baby. No. You don't want it, I don't want it either. But I'm not putting my baby daddy on child support. No.
I'm not mad at it.
I actually disagree with her.
Yeah.
I know you do.
I think that it was I think it sounds really good. But I think that you're also taking away from what could affect your child's upbringing, unless you just got it like that. Now, if you're talking about how many women are really taking their baby fathers into court today because they don't need the bread. They just taking them to court. They just being spiteful today.
A lot.
But it's not about that. Like, go ahead. Continue.
They don't need the bread? They don't?
Look at this economy. Everybody need a couple extra dollars.
So what are we talking about?
As somebody that has also not taken my baby daddy to child support and I still teeter with the thoughts.
Why don't you take him?
I don't care that much.
So that's what she was saying.
I care, but I'm also like her in that sense that I will just work a little extra hard, and anything that you're not able to do, I'm still gonna make sure that my daughter does. But I also don't want to. Our situation is already fucked up enough as it is. Like I don't want to give you no more of an excuse to be.
Don't you think that that's some weak shit that you're saying right now?
I don't.
The nigga's not stepping up. The nigga has decided to leave her alone, to not be in her life more than what you demand.
Yes.
And I know you demand certain shit.
Yes.
And he has to, or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll block him, whatever happens, but then
I've never blocked him.
Whatever it is, I'm probably. But whatever he's willing to give, you're accepting instead of saying, yo, my daughter deserves certain shit.
And she's going to get everything that she deserves from
And you're
me.
like, you're going to work harder, but the father doesn't have to work harder. He gets to just go off and just live his merry.
Yeah.
And
I pick and choose my battles. I pick and choose my battles. I'm not, I don't know what it would take for me to walk into a courthouse. Like, and we've had this conversation before.
Drag you in there.
But we've had this conversation before, and I have teetered with the thought, like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I'm just like,
I'm gonna do it.
No, I'm not.
But why? He don't want to be friends with what? For friendship between y'all two? A nigga that left you with a kid? Y'all friends? How y'all friends?
We not friends. We cordial.
But shit talking about y'all friends.
That nigga just called me just now too. We cordial.
We're friends. It's important to be friends. Nigga, you done left me over here with a fucking baby. You don't give a fuck whether I eat, sleep, shit, or what.
Yeah, no,
How are y'all friends?
We're not friends.
What kind of friends?
Me and my baby father, we are not friends. But I don't know. There is something that's in me that's just like, that's not me. I feel like that's somebody else. Like, if I was to do it, I don't think that it would be authentically me being myself. Because authentically me being myself is, I'm the type of person that I do without other people. Like, all right, you don't want to be here, you don't want to do it, fine, fuck it. It's gonna get done regardless. There is nothing that you can do that is going to stop my baby from being brilliant, from being beautiful, from having anything that she could ever want, desire, deserve, whatever. You're not stopping shit over here. Can you aid in some shit? Sure. Yeah. Can you take some shit off of my plate? Sure. But if you don't, is anything gonna stop over here? No.
If you
so
ain't have
what are
Drew,
we doing?
If you didn't have your fiance,
I would still have my dad.
So you're leaning on other men in your life besides the man that you laid with to have this baby, and you're saying you know what you're doing,
because that's what family is. This is my family. This nigga's not my family.
What is the point though?
I don't know. And I know this might sound crazy, and it's not like this is one of those moments where Daj don't have none of the answers. I'm just telling y'all what my intrusive thoughts are. I have a family. I have a very strong support system. Before Drew,
but that's you.
I know, and I can only speak for me. Before Drew was here, I have my brothers. I had you. I have Greg. I have Mouse. I have Tosin. I have my dad. Even Orlando, literally, would babysit, read books, fall asleep, do all types of stupid shit, be rolling around on the floor. Like, I have a support system. I have a strong male support system in my life also. My baby is never gonna go without. So what am I? I'm not about to sit there and take off of work to go to the court and be begging.
We are enemies.
I'm not begging, borrowing, and stealing. I'm not begging you.
I'm not doing you no favors.
You left me with you're doing me a favor.
You're literally doing me a favor.
It's not a favor.
You'll take care of the baby. You'll raise the baby. You'll go to the baby's open school day. You're there for this. You're there for that. You're there for all these moments. You're figuring it out with this, and you're putting all this pressure on everybody else because everybody that has to help you is sacrificing time, money, energy, emotion, all of that to be supportive, but you're saving the other person who actually laid down with you to do this shit. You're saving him.
Is it a save, or is it like, for me, I feel like it is freedom. I feel
for him, you're trapped, not him.
No, I don't feel trapped. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
you just told me 2 seconds ago that you had to get the child away from you because you ain't got the mental space right now.
No, I'm saying I get overstimulated like every other human being because kids are just fucking a lot. But that has nothing to do with him. This is how I feel. I feel like the less I depend or support. I'm sorry, the less that I depend on your support.
Bring it in. I feel you. Come on.
Yeah, the less I depend on your support or you having to be there, the more free that I am. I don't have to negotiate shit with you. I don't gotta discuss nothing with you. I don't have to beg, borrow, or steal nothing. My baby, I can call you and say right now, yo, I need ... You got it, yes or no? No? Fine. My baby's still gonna get it regardless. I don't have to, I don't wanna have to
deal with you if I don't have to deal with you. As a custodial primary parent, everything you just said still stands. Because you have full control of most of what happens with this child's life.
So what am I doing? So I'm going down there to say what? To do what?
Yo,
what is the
17%. So to add to my child's upbringing, the raising, the college fund, the trust fund, the fucking food, the Christmas, the goddamn car that comes when they graduate. Yes, I am actively saying you're going to help me one way or the other. Now, I am a person who's never been on child support. Thank God. Did I deserve to? Yes. Yes, because I was not there with the time, with the energy. I was not using my resources. They were on their own.
But I will say, this is what I will say. Up until maybe the last year and a half, fiscally, monetarily, if I asked the man for something, he would give it to me. So what is the point?
Oh, so then y'all good.
You have an arrangement already. But
yeah, we already have an arrangement, but the arrangement is not like.
But she's not saying that she doesn't take money from her baby father. Yeah. She never said. She said she's not going through the court system.
Yeah,
because the court system is an aggressive measure. Yeah, to put a man.
I agree because like Parker's tuition has mostly been paid by this man. When I first got pregnant and first had the baby, he paid my salary for 6 months to stay home. Granted, I was by my fucking self. But he also like it's just it. Right, I never liked the way that he did it.
All right, hold on. You cannot be the champion of this flag anymore. You have to hand the flag to somebody else.
Who?
You just said no baby mama has a baby father that's paying their fucking salary for 6 months and still going to fucking child support unless they're just on some other shit. If this is something that you saying that you know was always a possibility, then I can understand you balking at the idea of trying to force him to do some shit. That's completely different. Yeah, we're talking about men that have left, that walk in when they walk in and leave when they leave, and you don't know when they're coming back. We're talking about men that have no idea where their children are, go to school, or what time their children get out of school. We're talking about men like that are not there, period, at all.
And but in that sense, like this nigga not there either.
You just said fiscally. What's the difference? Taking them a child support doesn't change that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like for somebody like me that I've had the monetary stuff come from him. I know that if I took him to court, I could probably get more. But I'm not asking you for no more than what I need. The only bill I don't want to pay is the school bill. Pay that bill. I got the rest. Leave me alone. I don't want to have that I don't want to. I'm looking at your man
and I'm looking at comments, and Drew said it's crazy y'all looking at just the money. There's more than just paying for shit, and I agree. I said if he's not involved, Drew, because my thing is either time or the bread. If you're spending that kind of time with this child, you're spending bread. It costs $700 to walk out your house. Especially if you fucking doing shit with children. They always want something. They always need something. So definitely if you're actively involved in that child's life, no, I don't believe in child support. We're talking about a parent that is not taking any particular responsibility. At least go get the bread then.
That's true, Drew. And that's the other part of it.
But so
I could probably get more with honey than you do with vinegar. I could ask you for $1,000.
A piece of shit,
huh?
How much honey you gonna pour in a piece of shit that don't want to take care of his fucking kids?
I don't know.
Ain't that much honey in the world?
I don't know. I don't have the answers. I could be the craziest person in the world, but I am not for me.
I am not. Keep in mind, I am not a fan of child support. I want to be said, I am not telling you fellas that y'all need to be taking on child support. I'm telling you fellas that you need to take care of your fucking kids. Yeah. And if you don't take care of your fucking kids, then I will counsel my lady friends, my female friends, to go to fucking child support. And when you get another job, to up that shit. I will. Because your child deserves you in their fucking life, one way or the fucking other. She shouldn't have to go to all her other resources that was not there. They have never seen your lady, bent over like that. Please. They did not do none of that. That was you that did that.
Please.
So if you walk off and you come and go as you please, your child doesn't have no sense of real normalcy when it comes to you besides you not being around, yeah, I say go get the child support order. I don't give it's $20 a month. That $20 adds up.
But it doesn't though.
It does.
And it's like, was it worth it? To go all the way down to the court for $20 a month, an extra $100 a month, go down to the court and get less than what the fuck I'm getting right now? Like, oh, well, you pay for half the school and he's gonna pay for the other.
I didn't say that
what
with
the
you.
Fuck? No, I can only think about me.
But see, if you already have a financial situation that works for you, or that you're like, you know what, I prefer this than that, that's different because the finance is there. We're talking about somebody that is not
around
there. That you can't count on them. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this was Christina Mackey, I believe, that was speaking. If you're looking for who that was, you can go on to, I believe, what was that? It's on site, and you can see that. And I think that she's fucking with Rick Ross right now or something like that. But that's nice. Who that young lady was that was speaking. Me, again, fellas, call me what you want. I'm a fan of the kids. I'm not a fan of the mothers. I'm not a fan of the fathers. I'm a fan of the fucking kids. Them kids deserve you in your fucking life. The best part of you. And if the best part of you is a couple percentage off your motherfucking check every week or every other week, then that's it. Stay away. I'm coming to get that bread. Or I'm telling Shorty, go get that bread. And that's what that is with me.
I don't know.
It is now the end of part 1 of this week's episode. Melly is so excited. We're going to take a break to set this up now.
What we setting up?
What we have to get my cousins to come sit in and, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a very interesting conversation. This is not going to be a normal second part of the episode. It's about to get real in here. I'll see you in about 2 or 3 days. Well, unless you're on Patreon, which you can watch the episode now. For the rest of y'all, peace. So shameless.